Good morning everybody and welcome to the first official day of the BF Goodrich Wild Camping Off-Road Experience. We are here in Basella, Spain, just in the foothills of the Pyrenees. You can probably see the Pyrenees over there in the distance, and that's kind of beckoning us to go off-roading today. So, and we've got some cracking vehicles down here as well. I don't know how many we've got. Mainly Defenders, a couple of Grenadiers, and first thing we've got to do this morning is we have got to go and get a driver's briefing, and then we're going to go, I'm pretty sure we are going that way this morning, up into the foothills of the Pyrenees for off-roading, and we're going to be eating somewhere up there as well. And if you zoom in on that truck over there, Pam, see the green one? That guy, Nathan, is a master chef, and I'm not even joking, he's got a Michelin star. He's going to be the guy cooking for us later on, and I know Pam's looking forward to that. Okay, here we go then, people. This is the first section of the day, if you like. All the Landies and Grenadiers and a couple of Porsches are lined up, but we've got a short little technical bit in here to do to start with. So we're all going to do it in Convoy, so I'm going to have to jump in. Pam's just going to film from the sidelines, but it's just an appetizer for the day apparently. But to me it looks quite tight and technical, so we'll see how it gets on. I mean, 90s will be fine I think, but the bigger Grenadiers, I don't know, watch your space I suppose.
Oh, it gets lean, look! He's doing it right, look at that. Oh, bucket!
That was a bit hairy.
You're the only one that went right up. It's like, yeah, committed. You're gonna do it,
Okay, now left here is too short. You don't reach enough speed, you know? You have a lot of speed.
Nearly.
This is only if you want 10. I would.
Give it me, Tatty.
Give it a bit more speed, a bit more momentum. Yeah, keep it going.
Oh, fucking electric!
Non, je fais pas, c'est niette. C'est perdu, Gab.
I slow this one.
Face to face.
Okay, now we have front left and rear right without grip. So you miss the front axle, you miss it on that side, and the rear axle on this side. This moment, you should cross with some momentum. Okay? You go back, and then with a little bit of speed, try to get back to the other side. Okay? Back. Okay. Just from here. Not far. You need to use this meter in front to grab some speed that allows the car to go to the other. Let's see if you can do it.
When it started changing, I was like, it's never going to hit. It's like,
The wheels are just on another planet, aren't they?
that was crazy.
Mate. We could hear.
Having a little party in there.
And the thing is, okay,
Yeah.
get it in one.
Just start with energy a little bit. What was that?
The spring's going in, Jimmy. The springs.
He's lost.
Right, I'm a bit worried now because all of the diesel Land Rovers are struggling and they've got a central diff lock. I've not got any diff lock whatsoever. I've just got ATBs. I've got 3 of them, one in the centre, one in the front axle, one in the rear axle. But when the wheels are up in the air, yeah, I'm a bit worried as to whether or not I'm going to be going anywhere.
It's the driver or it's the car?
Well, that was a bit of fun, but just to explain what was going on that, because essentially you were getting your opposite wheels in the air, and it's a really good test to how your diffs and diff locks and stuff work. But there's 3 different vehicles and 3 different things going on here. So you got the Grenadier over there, that handled it quite well because they have a rear and front diff lock, so they can actually lock the rear wheels together and the front wheels together. So that kind of walked it. That was probably the best. Then you've got the Land Rovers over there. They only have a centre lock, so they don't have locks on the actual axles themselves. So as soon as they were crossed, you really needed momentum to carry you over. And then there's mine, which is different again, because mine has got automatic torque biasing diffs in the axles and in the middle in the Tesla drive unit. What happens there is they multiply, they're torque multipliers, if you like. So if you've got one wheel in the air, that's when a torque biasing diff, if you like, kind of falls down because it's got nothing to multiply by. If it's got a little bit of drag, it's fine because it can get going again. So what I had to do, as soon as I had wheels in the air, I had to drag the brake a little bit so that the wheels had something to fight against, and then it could send power and torque to the wheels that had the grip. So I had to drive a little bit different there. So yeah, 3 different vehicles, 3 different ways that it handled that obstacle. Now, another thing's worth mentioning on a cross tyre obstacle like that, when you've got the opposite wheels in the air, and you probably saw it, is this wheel here was hanging right the way down, and what can happen is the springs on the Defenders at the rear can actually come out and they can just fall out from the top. So what I've got on here is dislocation cones that help put the spring or keep the spring in place and then just pop it back in. So you might have heard some banging and cracking noises. That's just the spring going back into place. But on one of the other Defenders here, I think it was Tatty's, that spring kind of like half came out. Even though they cable tied it to the top, it broke the cable ties and came out. So anybody doing some serious off-roading in Landies, get yourself some dislocation cones. Right, so that's the morning session over. We've stopped for a bit of lunch. We've gone full safari mode in the electric Land Rover, and off-roading is never really, strictly speaking, officially off-road until you've used some gaffer tape on your vehicle, and that's what I've had to do because this screw was coming out, so a bit of gaffer tape in there, happy days. But yeah, we've been, well, I haven't been driving. Mostly it's been Natalie from BF Goodrich and Pam in this, and I've been kind of around other vehicles, mainly in this piece here actually. I've been in the back of the BF Goodrich 110 pickup, which followers of our channel might have seen before. So this is the BF Goodrich electric 110 pickup that Britpart built and then handed over to us to get electrified. But that's where I've been in the back filming out the pickup at the back. But just look, check out this view. It's awesome location here, Brisella Experience. I'll put the link in the description. But that's where we're down there, right the way down there. Don't know if Pam can zoom in down there. You can see the campsite down there by the actual lake. That's where we were staying last night. And we have been over to the left and over to the right, and we've come up here for some lunch. And if we turn around, when I say lunch, I mean lunch. So if Pam can follow me over here, check out this. This is a guy called Nathan, and he has got a really awesome rig here. If you come around, you can see it. Check this Defender 110. This is like a pride of lions on safari here. We're just checking out them eating a buffalo leg in the distance over there. Don't disturb them. You know, when they're eating, they'll get angry if you disturb them. But that is a proper kitchen rig in a Defender, people, from ARB.
Shit. Bloody so impressive.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
That's a good ad, actually.
Oh shit!
Well
I just want to point something out here, ladies and gentlemen, because we've been doing all of this so far on these trail terrains, the BF Goodrich Trail Terrain tyres, and they are 80-20, 80% road, 20% off-road, but these are a really capable off-road tyre. And obviously there's going to be a certain extreme limit where you probably want to be swapping over to all terrains, but I've not found that limit yet, and I've been places where a lot of these other vehicles here couldn't make it. Okay, I'm cheating a little bit because I'm electric, but these tyres are for the win. Now, after a cracking first day off-roading, I want to do 3 in-depth dives of 3 vehicles that are here, and we're going to start with the most important one that's here, Nathan's, and the reason being is because he's doing all the cooking and food for us, and I've been really impressed with his rig, not only because it actually has done everything that we've done today, but because when we get to the destination, he's been cooking food for us. But this rig is fantastic. So Nathan, tell us a little bit about yourself and anybody that wants to follow what it is you do first.
So I'm a chef. I don't do a lot of this off-tour stuff, but I do a lot of cooking over fire. So being out and about kind of goes part and parcel with loving the overlanding scene and kind of getting out in the off-roader.
Nice.
And doing that. So on the trip, I've been designated cook, which is ace. So I've been able to follow along, join everybody on the tour, and then when we pull up, we deploy and get all the gear out, coffee breaks, doing some lunches on the hill, and then when we get to base camp, just taking care of everybody's food needs, really. So that's my role.
Taking care of food needs is so understated. Your food has been amazing.
Thank you very
Honestly,
much. Cheers.
It's been fantastic. But the rig itself, I've been really impressed with this because I've never seen such a practically laid out kitchenette area in a Landy. Where did you get it from?
So this is an ARB slide, and the reason I went for this and was sort of drawn to it is how quick it deploys, how quick it comes out, how quick it goes back in, because when you're overlanding, sometimes stopping for a coffee break, if it's not practical, it becomes a bit of a faff, and that's not what you want. You're there for the trails, you need to stop, you need to eat and everything else. So I just wanted something that could come out really nice, and it's a stock thing. It comes as it comes. ARB do a great job of it. It's really ergonomic. It works. It's dead easy.
I saw you when I was pulling up, and by the time I pulled up, this was all out.
Yeah,
that's how quick it was. Literally
and it's a bolt-in piece.
A few minutes.
It is literally an ARB slide that you get. You can buy a couple of different shelving sort of drawer configurations, but it bolts straight into the back of the 110. So this is a 110 high cap. It's got a TD5. So it's a 1999, so it's becoming a bit of an old girl now, but she's had a new lease of life with something like this in there.
So you got a hob, you got a sink.
Yep, so hobs,
what else
sink,
have you got?
We've got drawers, and this is all in a sort
come over this side.
L shape that works really well.
Oh yeah, so drawers.
And then on that we've got...
And just to explain, that all goes in here, and then that all slides in.
Yeah, as quick as you unclick the gas, close it down, sink goes on top of there. Yeah. That folds up and goes in the drawer.
And then that goes in there like that, and it slides in.
And then you slide it back in. And as quick as it comes out, it goes in. And you're back on, you're on the road doing what you need to do.
And all strapped down as well, I can see. So this is the fridge, or is it a fridge freezer, or what is it?
This is a fridge or a freezer. So great capacity. It loads well.
Oh wow, yeah.
Another simple things like it's got a light in there. You can actually see what's going on. It's on this really handy slide. So again, you haven't got to jump in the back and get into it. You can slide it right out, and we can have it here. Slide it back under, full storage underneath.
Yeah.
So that's where we keep loads of spare bits, everything else. The killer with this is the straps.
I just realised. So this is ARB as well. So not only the kitchenettes or like the whole thing, but the actual fridge freezer thing's ARB.
Yeah, which is actually supported crazily by an app. So you can have it in the cab. You can set it onto super chill, and it'll drop down, boost it. You can control temperature.
That is slick.
Which is cool for an old truck to have some new tech in it. It's not lovely.
So where did you get all this stuff from?
This has all come from Britpart, so the guys at Britpart have helped us out with this.
Cool. And what about this canopy? Because this canopy is fantastic. I've been impressed with this.
This has changed the way we use the truck. So it's the terra firma.
You can see terra firma logo up there. Yep.
So it's the pterodactyl. So we got 270.
Terra firma pterodactyl.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called. Yeah,
that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Elliot Terra firma. That's a cool name. I don't know if you came up with that, but if not, if you did, give yourself a pat on the back. I love that name.
But it's 270. So from right round this side where we've got the gull wings in, we've got cover all over the cooking area. So we set up a fire pit here, and we can be in the shade or we can be out the rain, and then we can do some cooking here. We've got our cooking here. So if we're boiling water or if we're cooking steaks, like we're going to be in a bit, again, dead easy to deploy.
Yeah.
Dead easy to put back. It's a one-man job.
Which is what you need when you're going
100%.
like, you know, off-roading to where you want. You want quick deployment and get the cooking out. And I've noticed that, talking about places where you can go some pretty hefty places. I'm seeing the mud terrains, the BF Goodrich mud terrains on there. So you can go proper wild camping into the middle of nowhere and set up quickly.
And you know, like today, I mean, I use mud terrains all year round. I use them on the road. We drove 1,000 miles here on road in them, and then when you get here, you know, it helps out with it. You know, with being an older truck, any grip you can get is a bonus. Yeah. And today, you know, it's done its job.
I've been really impressed with your rig because it's done everything that all the other rigs have done and more, really. Because I've seen a couple get stuck, mentioning no names, Jimmy DeVille, but yours just sailed up. Fantastic.
Yeah,
obviously, it's all to do with the driver, right?
No, I don't know. It's been great. I mean, it's not. We've pushed it a bit. I mean, we're carrying a bit. There's
a bit of weight in there.
It's not too heavy that it's dauntingly. You know, it's not bouncing around like crazy.
Cool.
And you can give it a bit of gas.
Yeah. And well, I'll tell you what, I better leave you get on with it because I know you've got to do the cooking for our food tonight, and I don't want Pam to go hungry because she starts like, you know, looking at me and going, oh, your arm looks a little bit like a and so, yeah, I'll leave you get on with the cooking. But Nathan, thanks for taking us around your rig. We'll put some links to Nathan because he's underplaying how good a chef he is. You've got a Michelin star, haven't you?
We got a Michelin star at the restaurant, yeah.
So he knows how to cook. So I'll put a link to Nathan in the description for everybody.
Thank you.
Right then, next vehicle in-depth review, if you like, that I've chosen is Paul's. And this is Paul from Britpart. And I mean, this definitely wins most stunning looking Land Rover Defender on this whole expedition. I mean, I think Nathan's was the most practical with that pull-out kitchen, but this is stunning. It's got a little bit of dirt and proper Land Rover sort of like, you know, patina on it now. Absolutely. But when it arrived, ping, the paint was just beautiful. So I've been worried about it all day getting scratched at all?
I have been, yes. I mean, there's some brambles and hedges we're going down. Trying to keep away from them and trying to keep out the puddles. But
it's been a stunning looking vehicle to look at. I mean, there's some of the features on this I like. I mean, if you come round on the side here, is this all Britpart stuff? I mean,
it is.
You just raided the warehouse, haven't you? Is that what you've done?
We've raided the accessory catalogue, so all the hinges are stainless steel. Solid
stainless steel?
Solid billet stainless steel.
Wow.
Wherever we can, we've used stainless steel fasteners.
Yeah.
Suspension, you can't use stainless steel, it's not strong enough.
Yeah.
But all the door hinges, all the furniture fitments are stainless steel, so we get away with corrosion.
I recognise what he's done here. Can you get a close-up of this? Did we copyright our mirror idea, by the way, with these the mirrors on the hinges? So, what are these? So these are Series 3?
That's a Series 3 early door hinge.
Yep.
We should have a square head on it, or a rectangular head on it.
Here?
Yes.
Yep.
And the arm should be longer.
Yep.
We've cut the arm down and mounted a Series 2 round mirror on it to give it a bit of a retro look.
Little bit similar to what we did. We went down and directly onto the old Series 2A hinges.
You got Series 2A, these are Series 3 Defender hinges.
But there's little trick things like that on this that are like, okay, the paint's amazing, the restoration is amazing, but what I love is things like these stainless steel hinges and that. That's what I love. And the interior, I mean, who did the interior?
We bought a set of leather seat covers off a customer of ours, and our trim shop fitted them onto the seats. So those are standard Defender seats. which have been refitted with new foam, and then the leather seat covers.
I like that bit around the gear shifters as well.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
not sure I've seen that so much.
Finished with the leather gaiter just to match it all.
Nice. It's very luxurious. It's like the opposite polar end of from my Land Rover, which is bare, just like, you know, very Spartan. This is quite a similar. Obviously, it's a 90, it's a rag top, but this is luxurious.
Yes,
I like
sure,
this.
yeah.
It's got aircon and things like that as well.
It's got sliding windows.
Yep. Yeah, well, actually, talking about the sliding windows, they're not normal sliding windows, are they?
No, they're military spec. So both panes of glass move, so you can actually have a bit more room for your elbow.
Right.
And
So not only have they got that, like an angular bit here, but actually both slide.
both panes of glass slide on a civilian spec door top. Only the back one slides.
Gotcha. And then just you know, another thing on the interior, you got quite a hefty roll cage in it. Where do you get that one from?
Sure, this is a Safety Devices roll cage. It comes up to here, so it offers full protection for the occupants.
Yeah.
The standard hood sticks offer no protection.
No, I know that. I mean, I've got the hood sticks on mine, and you know, I was grabbing onto them today, and they were quite flimsy,
Sure. So this is a structural roll cage. It's got the stay bars. We've just covered these with leather and roll bar
Nice.
padding.
And then you got the hood, which is different to my hood, because my hood, I've not got windows here. I think I've got windows at the back. Yeah, I have got windows at the back, but this has got windows on the side. So yeah, quite. I wanted a safari look on mine, if I'm honest.
Sure.
And I looked at these, but if I had this kind of like rig, I would definitely go for these windows.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just right for this vehicle.
This is modelled after the North American Spec 90
Oh yeah.
soft top hood. So zip in, roll up windows, all three windows roll up.
Yeah, and of course you've got the NAS step at the back there as well. So
Got a NAS step on the back.
nice. And then you've got like a hook thing, a hook up there
Yeah,
just
we've
to
put
get us out of trouble if anybody gets stuck today.
A recovery shackle on it there.
Cool.
We don't need to tow with this car, so we replaced the tow by that.
Nice. Well, unfortunately, there's no trophies for the top three Land Rovers that we've chosen, but I'll get you a beer out of the fridge for you. How's that? How's that for a trophy?
The rumours aren't true about you, Moggy.
There we go. Cool. Thanks, Paul.
No worries, mate.